Hey, welcome back to the channel. My name's Chris. Today I'm going to share an etude that I wrote specifically for you to say thank you. We started this channel in October of this past year and now we're at 10,000 subscribers. So it's just humbling for me to feel that what I provide has resonates with people and has some value, and your support has been incredible for me. So I'm just hopeful that this piece is my way of saying thank you. So I've put it on Patreon. It's outside of the pledge barrier, so it's free. So just go and grab it if it moves you and if you like it, and it's my way of saying thank you. This piece is loosely based off of a piece called Lilac Time Serenade by Franz Schubert. And I had heard my wife playing this on piano recently, and it was captivating and beautiful. So I grabbed my guitar and I rushed over there and we played together, but the piece stuck in my head. It's so hauntingly beautiful. So I spent some time with it recently and came up with this etude, and I moved it into 2/4, and there's a chord that I left out. This one here, which is A sharp, F sharp over A sharp. I replaced it with the diminished chord, which is a little easier to play. And I put it into 2/4 and I wrote the melody. But what I love about this piece is that it absolutely outlines the key of harmonic minor, B harmonic minor specifically. So I'll explain that scale. I'll probably do another video just on harmonic minor. But harmonic minor is a really, really beautiful scale, and I really love to just, sort of have it wash over me. Anyway, all that aside, this is my way of saying thank you. Please go grab the tabs, and I hope you enjoy this piece. Let me show you how to play it. All right, let's get started. This piece is in the key of B minor, but as I explained in the beginning, it's B harmonic minor, which is this. The way I like to think about this scale is that it's a natural minor scale. That's B natural minor. We're in the key of B minor. The B natural minor scale goes like this: root 2, flat 3, 4, 5, flat 6, flat 7. The B harmonic minor scale has a major 7 in it. Same exact scale, but with a raised 7. That sounds like this. So when you raise that 7 against the flat 6, you introduce the interval of a minor third. So most scales, most obviously major scales, are all whole steps and half steps. This scale is all whole steps and half steps, except for that distance between the flat 6 and the major 7. And that's where all of the mystery lies right there, is that big wide interval, the minor third between the flat 6 and the major 7, followed by the half step between the 7 and the root. That's the whole secret. That's the secret sauce of this scale. One more thing I just want to do real quick is harmonize it for us. If you've seen this video before, you know what we're about to do. I'm going to harmonize the harmonic minor scale for us here, just to show you what that minor third interval does to the chords. It just like, it creates a whole new thing. So here we go. First chord, built off of B, is a minor chord because we're in a minor scale. The second chord is diminished. The third chord, which is the first chord that we're going to hit that major 7 in, is augmented. Fourth chord is again a minor chord. 5 and 6 are parallel major chords a half step apart. 7 is diminished. Isn't that beautiful? All right. So there it is. I mean, we want to know what we're doing. We're going to be soaking in this scale for a little bit. Let's understand what it is. Okay, Now let's get to the piece. I'm going to break this down phrase by phrase. And the first one is this intro, and I'll just play it and then break it down. And that is simply this. It's a sort of an arpeggiated, it's 4 arpeggios in a row. Starts with a very simple B minor chord. This is our B minor bar chord. We're just playing the notes on the A through the B strings. Pretty simple arpeggio, doesn't get much simpler than that. While that's ringing out, take your index finger, put it on the E string on the G note here on the 3rd fret, do the same thing. Now open A, and this first inversion D triad on the D, G, and B string. Which is D string 4th fret, G string 2nd fret, and B string 3rd fret. With that open A ringing out below. The last chord in the intro is an A sharp diminished chord. And that's just all the strings from A to high E, and here's how it goes. A string 1st fret, D string 2nd fret, G string open, B 2nd, E string open. And I give it a little shake, why not? So that whole part sounds like this. And that's sort of the intro. That sets us up, right? That gets the tonality in our heads, sets the mood. And here we go, starting the melody. The melody starts with a simple B minor triad here on the D, G, and B string, which is 9, 7, 7. Pretty simple. 9, 7, 7. Followed by D string 7, 5. And then back to 7 on the G and B, and you go G, B, G. That whole part sounds like this. Next section sounds like this. This is a nice little piece. It's just 2 triads, a D triad, and then we're going to play an F sharp triad here as well. The D triad, you just sort of brush arpeggiate it, add the 4th and release, and then go back to the G string like this. So you just brush up the arpeggio and play that G string again at the end. Now F major, on that same set of strings, which is 8, 6, 7, just brush stroke that again. And then come down the scale on the G string, which is 9, 7, 6. So that whole part sounds like this. Then the whole cycle starts over again. When you get to this D this time, instead of switching to the F sharp here, we go like this. G string, 9th fret, slide down to 3. Like this. Here's the next section. So from the 3rd fret on the G string, go 3, 4, and then D string on the 5th. Now up the scale, on the G string, it's 4, 6. On B string, it's 3, 5, 7. The next section is the same string, B string. You go 3, 5, 2, 3, open, G 3rd fret, D 4th fret. That whole section sounds like this. Do the whole thing again, but we're going to add this 2nd fret on the E string like this. That's the 2nd time through. Now to wrap the whole piece up, we go back to the top or at least not the intro, but back to the melody. All of that is exactly the same as the top. And now we play this chord here, which is sort of an F sharp 11. And that is basically D string, 4th fret, G string, 3rd fret, B string and E string open. Now I play that diminished chord from the top, A sharp diminished, and I just slide it up in minor thirds. So from the 1st fret here on the index finger to the 4th fret and to the 7th fret like this. Same exact voicing we had from the beginning. While it's all ringing out, you slide it up twice. The last phrase goes like this. And that's a scale phrase, and it goes like this. Starts on the G string, 6th fret, D string, 8, 9, and then G, 6, 7, 9. That's like this. Now I descend the scale in thirds from the B string, 7th fret, G string, 7th fret, G string 9, G string 6, G string 7, D string 8. And then play this B minor 7 chord, which is just 7 on the E string, skip the A string, 7, 7, 7. That whole part sounds like this. Okay, there it is. I hope you enjoy this piece. I find it deeply satisfying to play. It just sounds really compelling and moving to me, and I hope you enjoy it. Again, I've put the tabs on Patreon outside of the pledge barrier, so they're free. If you like this piece, please go over there and grab those tabs as a show of my appreciation. I hope you enjoy this. I certainly do, and I really, really appreciate your support here. Thanks very much. I'll see you next time.